welcome to our live crafting sessions here at Come Crafting with Jill and Jez. I'm Jill.
And I'm Jez.
If you haven't watched us before, we do a joint live crafting session on the first Saturday of every month on our Facebook group. Please let us know if you'd like to join. For today, our theme is using retiring products, products and stamps, and everything else that will be retiring with when the annual catalogue retires at the beginning of May. Okay. I will be using this stamp set called Family Party to make some bright and colourful cards. So I hope you enjoy watching, and see you again next month, hopefully. I love this set. When the annual catalogue came out, I loved this set and I bought it straight away, and then it sat on my shelf for a long time without me using it, and I'm like, oh, I haven't really used it very much. I've used an occasional word, I've used happy birthday, but I haven't really used it very much, and I thought, oh, it needs some love. And the reason I loved it was because I like making personalized cards, so I like saying happy 40th birthday, sister. Yeah. But I also like these little elements down here, especially this little parcel one. So I thought it's about time I used them. So I've made some cards using them, and I've got, well, one went out at 2 o'clock when we started on a blog post. I've got 2 to show you this afternoon, and I've got another one going out on a blog post at 10 on a blog hop at 10 o'clock tonight. So I made 4 cards in all, and this is the card that's just gone out on my blog. So this was really simple stamping. That's nice. So I've just used the stars. I love those stars. Yeah, just so nice. They're just such useful little elements. And I just alternated Coastal Cabana and Granny Apple Green, and then just stamped the greeting in the middle. I had a friend who said, I need an 8th birthday card, I need a birthday card for my husband, I need, and I'm just going to do them all the same. Yeah. So I've used the same stamp set for all of them. And the one going out tonight is for her daughter. And then the 2 we're going to make today are these. Oh, nice. Which very easy to do using the parcel thing, but because I needed to stamp off the square for the parcel, I was stamping it onto scrap paper, and I thought, actually, I quite like that. So I decided to use the stamping off to do the background. So we're going to stamp these today. I'm going to use more girly colours. And these were sort of trying to be a bit more masculine, so for son and husband. The only thing I wish about this set is that it said mum and dad rather than mother and father. Yeah, because you could then do granddad, and well, you couldn't do grandmum, I suppose, but I would use mum. I'm going to make a mother card this afternoon, but I don't really call my mother No, I call her mum. I called my dad father once, and he just went, if you're going to call me father, I'd rather you didn't call me anything. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose being American, if they had put them in, it'd be mom instead of mum. But anyway, so I've got some bits and pieces prepared here. So we're going to go with Coastal Cabana, Melon Mambo and Highland Heather. Quite like that colour combo. I've got 2 card blanks. We're going to make these kind of together, these cards, because I need to stamp one and then the other. Yeah. So these are my normal card blank size, so 15 by 21. Hi, LaDonia. More or less half of an A4 sheet, and then we're just going to score these both at 10.5 to make our card blanks. And then I have cut some white panels that are 14.4 by 9.9, which gives us a 0.3 of a centimetre or 3 millimetre border all the way round. So these are our card blanks. Just grab my bone folder. Just put them in the pipe. Looks like I'll be getting them back out. What's the matter? Pat just said, just put it in my retired box to sell. Looks like I'm getting it back out. Oh. Yeah, since I've been playing with it, I've been thinking, I don't think I will sell this, because I think it's so useful to be able to make a little panel to do a special birthday. Yeah. So my 2 pieces of Whisper White, I've already made the greeting for one of them, happy 45th birthday, sister, and I've drawn round it to give me a rough guide about where I need to stamp on that panel. So now we're going to make the second personalized greeting here. And I just love that these are all separate stamps so that you can build up colors. You know, rather than faffing around with where's that one? That's it, 90th. Then with pens, I know you can do it with marker pens on greetings that have lots of lines of words, but this just makes it so much easier. So I'm going to open all my stamp pads. We might live to regret this, because I will end up putting the wrong pad, the wrong stamp back in the wrong stamp pad, and you'll all be yelling at me saying, no, don't do it.
Well, at least this time you'll hear us, rather than when we watch you on YouTube and you can't hear us. Yeah. And I'm there going, no!
Don't do it. Don't do it. Right, okay, so I'm going to start with Happy with Coastal Cabana.
I love Coastal Cabana.
And these are photopolymer stamps, so they're really easy to position. You can just position them, you know, you can get them straight. I think Coastal Cabana is a really nice link colour. You can put it with so many different combinations and it just links them together. Right, I'm doing 90th now. It's my mum's 90th birthday in September this year.
Wow.
So whether I will have made her an alternative card by then, I don't know, but I thought I'd go with it and make her a 90th card.
Actually, it's Ed's mum's 90th this summer. I've already made the card.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, well, I was making it for a blog hop and I thought, well, I'll make this 90, and then I've done it. It was a spec with me endless card.
Oh yeah. Right, so happy 90th. The only thing is the 0 is a little bit smaller than the other numbers, which I don't quite understand, but I've kind of got used to that.
Well, I didn't like it when I first saw it, but then actually it looks quite cool, I think, on a card. I quite like it now.
So happy 90th birthday. So on this one I just did happy 45th birthday sister, but I'm going to say to a wonderful on this one, so I'm going to go back to Coastal Cabana as well. To a wonderful. I'm going to have to get my head right over here. Sorry, you're going to see all my roots.
It's all right, we've all got them.
To a wonderful, and then back to Highland Heather.
Although I did redo my roots last week because we were going out on garden visits. Yeah. I didn't want to shock any of my friends.
I have got one of those spray things that you can do.
I'm on my 3rd tin of that.
Oh, I'm still on my 1st. I don't really like the feel of it in my hair.
No, I don't, but you know,
I have to
needs must and all that.
Yeah. So I would be glad to get it dyed properly when I get back. One of the pains of being old. Right, okay, so I'm just going to trim
as well
this
as
down
actual
with my
pain.
trimmer, and I'm just trimming it by eye, which is what I tend to do. Now, if you want to be a bit more precise, of course, you can measure it carefully. But
gosh, that surprised me, because you are quite a precise crafter and you measure.
Yeah, to do things like this, I don't. To do this, I just do it by eye and just decide, does that look all right? So I think that looks okay. And then what I quite often do when I'm trying to do a mat for it, rather than measure this and then measure that, what I do is I place it on there. Telling you all my little tricks now, and I just mark with one of my wonderful big pencils where I think the border should come,
which I've got. Jill sent me some. How lucky am I? I've got 3. I've got each of my pen pots, so I'll always have one.
They are so good. And Anthony, who's on here, sent me some as well, which is lovely. So there, and then that goes on there. So that's going to go on there. So yeah, so you can measure it, and that's not quite right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it, and then I might trim a little bit more off. I have to say, it's so much easier doing all this little trimming with the little trimmer. Yeah. I hope Stampin' Up are going to bring that back, because I use mine all the time, and I'm so sad that I can't recommend people buy it. And it was such a good price point as well. Was it £9? It wasn't very expensive.
No. 9 or 10, I can't remember, but yeah.
Yeah, I think they need to bring it, definitely need to bring it back. It was such a good draw for people that were joining. Yeah. That was the draw. But right, so that's going there. And I'm good. Can you see it's got wider border on this side? So I'm just going to trim another little bit off.
I've got one I bought because I was a scrapbooker. I got these, they're called layers or something, and they're like a set of rulers, and they've got lips on it. And you can you put it on your butt up whatever you're cutting, and then you trim it down with a knife, and it gives you perfect layers, allegedly.
Do you use it?
Hmm?
Do you use it?
I did when I was scrapbooking. And
I bought one at a craft fair long time ago, and I could never get to grips with it.
Well, I quite liked it, and I did do it, but to be fair, I'd just rather shove it in my trimmer, and
yeah,
if it's a little bit out, it's a little bit out. It's not the end of the world, is it?
Right, so now this is going to be fun. So we've got 3 colours. Now when I did the others, I did blue, and then I cleaned. I did blue, and then I stamped that one, and then I cleaned it. And then I did a green one, and then I stamped that one, and then I cleaned it, because I wanted to position them all carefully. But it takes forever doing it like that. It's much quicker if you can do all the blue and then all the green and then all the whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try doing it that way this day. It might go horribly wrong. But I thought, as I've got my masters here to follow to see roughly where to position things, it might work. So we will try. So I've got all 3 stamp pads open. I am going to have my very messy Stampin' Scrub, no, Simply Chamois open as well, just in case it goes horribly wrong. Right, okay, so I need, first of all, you need the little stamp with the ribbon and the dots. We'll start with Highland Heather, and we'll start up here, and that goes in full strength. And then you need to take the squarish stamp with the widest bit at the top, I worked out. And then that you stamp in full strength on one side, and then position it over your dots and your ribbon and stamp on that side. So I'm now going to carry on doing that in, so I'm going to do a few dots in Highland Heather, where I hope it will help me position the others. But like I said, it could all go horribly wrong, but you'll know what it was meant to look like.
Anthony's saying he uses the stitch rectangles for layering, and Val's just said, I love those dies. I love all the stitch dies, I have to say.
Yeah.
And some I'm going to be very sad to see go.
Yeah.
The stitch shapes, I can't believe it. And the stitch nested label things.
Yeah, I wasn't ever a fan of that shape, I have to say. I didn't use them as much as I thought I would when I bought them.
Oh, I've used them. I've used them in a blog hop recently, and I haven't filmed the tutorial for it. Made a little bag.
Yeah, they were useful for some things.
It makes a really nice handbag.
Yeah, the stitch shapes. I will really miss.
I will miss the stitch shapes so much.
Right, so we've done a few in Highland Heather. We might need to come back to Highland Heather, but we'll put that away for the moment.
That's safest.
One less for me to make a mistake with, and I might even move Melon Mambo out of the way so I don't do that. Right, so now we're going to clean our stamps on. I'm just cleaning my stamps on the chamois here.
Gee, I can't remember that. I don't even know where my chamois is. It'd be hard as rock somewhere.
Oh, I've got 3 that I rotate, and one's always in the wash.
Ah, that's a good idea.
One goes in with the darks wash every week.
That's a really good idea. Mine's like almost ripped in half, so I thought I was going to have. I'll end up having 2 halves. So I thought that might be quite useful, and then I'll have to.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
But I like my Stampin' Scrub. I'm a Stampin' Scrub fan.
Yeah, I just never have room on my table to get it out.
Well, I don't have it out. I have it on the floor, and then I just like do it in the air.
Right, so
quite adept at doing things in the air. When I was a nurse, I'd make beds in the air. Oh, Ed's just sent me a text. It's just flashed up my phone, calling me Durbrain.
Why? What have you done?
Well, we just share insults. If you could see our texts,
oh,
that's all they say, and I call him something very rude.
I just inked that without using the 2nd generation stamp. Never mind.
We should play who has the most used chamois. Well, I think Jill, because I've just confessed I don't use mine. Mind you, there might be some others on the. Maybe we should do that. We should all show our chamois and play like that.
Show us your chamois.
That show us your chamois. Yeah, that ink spot game, and see if we can like see things in it.
Yeah,
like psychologists do.
Yeah. You can tell what you've been stamping from your chamois.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a bit of a time-consuming process, I have to say, but I quite like things like this because it's quite easy and it's quite therapeutic. Right, so I've done some Coastal Cabana. Isn't this pretty? It's just so nice. I love it. I love it.
I love the colour combo.
Yeah, and I think with the stamping off it looks really nice. Right, just clean those two stamps off again, and we'll do some Melon Mambo, which will now stain these stamps forever.
Yeah.
Won't ever see them pink again.
No, you will see them pink forever. You won't ever see them clear again.
Yeah, I won't ever see them clear. Sorry, I can't talk and make sense and stamp.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours, Janice. I love it. I think we should do that. I need to find mine. Oh, as Sue saying, she didn't realise you could put them in the wash. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I put mine in the
dishwasher. I have put mine in the dishwasher before now as well.
I don't own one of those. It's called Ed.
Well, we used to argue about who would wash up. Now we argue about who's going to empty the dishwasher.
We don't argue about who's going to wash up.
Just different things to argue about.
Yeah. We haven't had an argument in the whole of lockdown.
No, actually, we've been getting on pretty well as well.
12 months of 24/7. It's amazing.
And actually, we usually have to have an argument when I want anything done in the house. So I'll say, oh, I'd really like to get this done, and Jeff will have all sorts of arguments about why we don't need that done and what waste of money it would be, and it's fine as it is. And gradually I wear him down and we get it done. Yeah. And actually, because we've been going on walks most days, every day, I bring something up on our walk every day. He's got used to it. Yeah. And now I've gotten to the stage where he's agreeing to us having the hall stairs and landing decorated with a new carpet, new flooring in the hall, new internal doors, new skirting boards, a new window. So I need to get all this done before he changes his mind and realizes what he said. Right, okay, so this one is nearly finished. I'm going to just clean my stamp and do one more.
Look, lots of people seem to have a dishwasher like mine, apart from Hazel. Her dishwasher's called me. That's unfortunate.
So I'm just going to do one more Coastal Cabana here. Oh, I don't need that one first. Where to put my spots?
Does anybody else start singing Barry Manilow when they use Coastal Cabana?
What have I done with my spotty? Oh, there it is. Can't see it for looking.
Yeah.
There we go. That one there. That one's falling off the page. Doesn't matter. Oh, look what I've done!
Have you done it? What have you done? I was reading a comment.
Okay, just ignore that. I knew it. Nothing I can do about it now.
Oh, did you stamp a dark one on the light side?
Yeah.
Oh, nobody noticed.
Yeah.
Stick a butterfly on it.
You need to concentrate, guys. Don't try and chat and do a Facebook Live at the same time as you're doing this, because it'll all go horribly wrong. Maybe just one wrong isn't too bad. There we go. Right, that's all of that I'm doing, and I'm just going to come back in with a couple of the other colours and just fill in these spaces on this one. I thought it just made quite a nice background, the squares. I thought it was quite nice.
Oh yeah, somebody else sings Barry Manilow. Other people sing Barry Manilow. You can't help it, can you? At the Coastal Cabana.
Right, let's do Island Heather. So like I say, when I did this to begin with, I did them all individually, and it is easier to place them to get them positioned properly, but it does take even longer than I'm taking here now.
Yeah. Oh, I've just seen myself dancing on my iPad because there's a delay.
Nice. Right, and a Melon Mambo down there. And maybe just a Melon Mambo down there. There we go. Right, that's all I'm doing. I'm so cross with myself for making doing that one wrong. It only takes one to ruin it. Never mind.
Give it to somebody you don't like.
Yeah.
My niece always says
when it's going to be a 90th birthday card for my mother.
Oh yeah. My niece always says when she makes a mistake, she went, "Oh, I'll give that to one of the students on placement."
Yeah.
Because she's a social worker.
Right.
She went, "That's the student's card."
So that is going on there. A little bit of Tombow. There we go. How am I doing for time?
I have no idea because I can't see the time. I wonder if I just touch my iPad, will I see it? No. No idea. Somebody could give us a time check.
2:35 according to my clock.
Okay.
So it's not too bad. So that's going on there. I'm just going to rub out.
It's a good job I'm doing one card.
Sorry, this was kind of one card. It was just it just made sense to do the two at the same time. There we go.
Oh, 2:34. Thanks, Hazel.
There we go. Put that in the middle there. So that's quite a nice modernistic.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Card for a sister. And then this one. Trying to think what I can do up in that corner to cover that up. I haven't got any embellishments that big.
No.
I might actually, on the other card I've done that I'm doing tonight, I've actually cut out the squares and raised them on dimensionals. So what I could do is any that are not covered by this square, I could raise them up on dimensionals, and I could do it
with that one, and then it would cover it. Yeah.
Then it'll cover it. There you go. Never a mistake, just a chance to innovate.
Yeah. Isn't Coastal Cabana the colour that lets you know God loves us, according to Tina Rico?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I think would be one of my top 5 colours.
Yes.
If I had to choose 5 colours to take to a desert island, it would be those.
Yeah.
Right, and that's going on this
and
one.
We just had a conversation about what God has made to show us he loves us, and it's beer. It's one of the American presidents. That's one of his quotes, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. I can't remember which one. But yeah.
Oh, for me, it'd be wine.
Well, any alcohol, to be fair. Well, not any. There's some I don't like.
There we go. Ta-da!
Nice. Oh, they're really pretty. I like the colour combos.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased with those, and I will sort that out.
Yeah.
I might do that while you're crafting. I might,
and then we can show.
Just, finish that off. So those are the girly ones.
Lovely, lovely.
And those were the male ones.
Like them all.
I will not be letting that go. That stamp set.
No.
I will be hanging on to that for a while. So, and I just love these messages. I think they're really nice. So that is it. Oh, I did do some stamping inside. I'm not going to do it now, but just did a little bit of stamping inside, and just a little row of squares there. So you could do that as well.
Yeah.
And on the envelopes, of course, as well. So yeah, that's me.
Well done.
That's me done.
Brilliant.
And now you've watched me do pop over and see what Jez has been up to with her retiring product.
I look forward to seeing you.